Dead by Daylight is celebrating its 8th anniversary by collaborating with an unexpected but beloved franchise, Dungeons & Dragons. Vecna, also known as the Lich, a powerful undead, is making his way to Dead by Daylight as the game's latest killer, coming June 3rd. He brings with him a new dungeon-themed map, 2 original survivors hailing from the world of Dungeons & Dragons, and several magical items players can wield against him in hopes of surviving. The game is no stranger to the fantastical, though, with previous killers including the dream-walking Freddy Krueger and Stranger Things Demogorgon, hailing from the realm of the Upside Down. But the Dungeons & Dragons collaboration represents the game's first true foray into this specific type of fantasy. During a press conference attended by Game Rant, developer Behavior Interactive described adding Dungeons & Dragons content as, quote, a dream, and expressed their eagerness to take Dead by Daylight in a previously unexplored direction. The killer known as the Lich, Vecna, voiced by Critical Role Dungeon Master Matt Mercer, has access to 4 spells. He can navigate the battlefield with Fly, manipulate pallets with Mage Hand, perform projectile attacks with Flight of the Damned, and detect and nullify survivors' magical effects with Dispelling Sphere. Vecna's accompanying map, The Forgotten Ruins, includes both an exterior section and an elaborate underground where survivors can attempt to hide from this agile and mobile killer. The element of luck, which also plays a key role in most D&D sessions, is brought into the game whenever Vecna is selected as the killer. Scattered around the map are chests. Upon opening one, the survivor must roll a 20-sided die to determine the results. As they do in Dungeons & Dragons, Vecna's hand and eye have powerful magical abilities. Behavior Interactive has come up with clever and effective methods to fit these pre-existing relics into the world of DBD. The Eye of Vecna temporarily hides survivors from the killer's view after they leave lockers, and the hand lets them teleport between the lockers. The 2 abilities can even be combined, although this does come with the risk of injury. Quote, "There is a way for horror to welcome magic," said Behavior Senior Creative Director Dave Richard when introducing the Lich. Vecna, with his great powers and general disregard for life, is plenty horrifying, and despite his more fantasy nature, fits perfectly into the world of Dead by Daylight. Richard pointed out that Vecna is a traveler, with the ability to cross between realms, something that connects well with Dead by Daylight's entity and its fondness for pulling killers from a variety of worlds. Vecna is a traveler into these realms. He is so powerful that he can tap into many different universes. Let's just say that this time, it backfired a little bit. More information on how the worlds of Dungeons & Dragons and Dead by Daylight collide will likely come when the lore is revealed about the original survivor character debuting alongside Vecna. They are a somewhat customizable bard who can either be an elf named Asteri Azar or a human named Bermar Uraz, and they'll use their musical abilities to attempt to survive in the fog. An early playtest of this D&D content will be available shortly, and it will permanently be added to Dead by Daylight on June 3rd. Thank you for watching Game Rant. I'm Cameron. We'll see you next time.